Hey, people. Stephanie Stevens here. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining me here on my game show tonight. How smart are you? We haven't done this in a long time. You guys have been asking me to do this. So I'm on tonight right before my show. And we're going to do a quick little game show. How smart are you? It's all about history, celebrities, and different kinds of trivia. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Take care of yourselves. It's Friday night. Stay fabulous. Here we go. We're going to start off with our first celebrity. Her husband was the hotel king in New York City before Donald Trump and before the Trumps in general. He was the king, but his wife, oh, she was something else. Does anybody know who this woman is? She used to beat up the maids in New York City. This woman here used to beat up the maids in New York City. Do we need a little more light? Let's get us a little more light here. A little more light. Okay. Yeah, let's get us a little more light. Might be a little bit too much. Okay. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? We're adjusting the light for you guys now. Okay. Still a little too bright, we think. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? There we go. Almost there. Alrighty. We're adjusting the light for y'all. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? Her husband was the hotel king in New York City. He ran everything in New York City, and he was fabulous. So, this is Miss Leona Helmsley. Miss Leona Helmsley from the Helmsley fortune. Apparently, her and her husband both went to jail for tax evasion. Tax evasion, can you believe that? When you're making all that money in New York City, she goes to jail for tax evasion. She was on Barbara Walters trying to explain things. That's Miss Leona Helmsley, y'all. Our next celebrity had 18 seasons of her show. She was fabulous. She's part of the LGBT Two-Spirit pronoun community, and we love her and we miss her. She's now on tour doing a comedy farewell tour. Does anybody know who this LGBT community member is? Does anybody know who this woman is? She's married to a woman named Portia. Anybody know who this woman is? That's right. This is Miss Ellen DeGeneres. Miss Ellen DeGeneres from the Ellen DeGeneres Show. We love us some Ellen. She loves giving away lots of fabulous things. Where's my TV, Ellen? We love you, Ellen. That's Ellen DeGeneres from the Ellen DeGeneres Show. 18 full seasons. Fabulous. All right, our next singer is a sultry young guy. Lots of controversy. I think he's right here from Toronto, but he lives in Los Angeles, and he's fabulous, and he has that sultry voice. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this famous celebrity singer is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? That's right. This is Mr. Sam Smith. He has that smooth. That's right. This is Mr. Sam Smith, a fabulous singer. A fabulous singer. I think he's taking a little bit of a break from music right now. Coming in next, she is all the way from Tennessee. She's done lots, and she is a great supporter of the LGBT Two-Spirit pronoun community, and we love her because she's larger than life. Ooh, she reminds us a lot of ourselves. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She has a cake line out now where she's making fabulous pound cakes. Oh, she's a fabulous singer, and she's always been a supporter of the LGBT Two-Spirit pronoun community. That's right. This is Miss Dolly Parton, y'all. Bigger than life in all areas, if you know what I mean. We love you, Dolly. That's right. Keep them Just keep them going. We love Miss Dolly Parton. She's a fabulous singer, and she's done a lot for the LGBT Two-Spirit pronoun community and the Black community of Tennessee and Nashville. Coming in next, our singer, this is an actor from the Blade series. Apparently he went to jail for tax evasion because he had all these homes in Florida and he didn't pay taxes on them. But he also was in the movie To Wong Foo, and his famous saying, "Oh, why is the little Latin boy in drag crying? Why are you crying, little Latin boy in drag?" Anybody know who this actor is? Anybody know who this actor is? That's right, this is Mr. Wesley Snipes from the Blade series. Very concerning at certain parts of his career. He went to jail for tax evasion. Apparently. I'm not sure, but he did disappear for a few years. If you know what I mean. Apparently his roommates were Robert Blake and Bill Cosby. That's what I heard. Apparently. That's right, that was Mr. Wesley Snipes. Coming in next is the supermodel herself. She had top models for years on television. And she was very strict and stern, trying to help the young models make their way to Hollywood. Anybody know who this supermodel is? From Victoria's Secrets. Miss Victoria's Secrets herself. That's right, this is Miss Tyra Banks, the upset supermodel. She used to love screaming and yelling. Nobody believed the word she said. I mean, because, come on. When you come from the Black community, you got to talk with that I mean what I say voice. Tyra, it just didn't work, girl. But you tried. That's right, Miss Tyra Banks, we love her. Coming in next is a fabulous soul R&B singer. He never admitted that he was a part of our community, but apparently they say Miss Patti LaBelle outed him. That's apparently what they say. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? He had that smooth R&B voice. A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. Oh, look at me. I can go up and go on Broadway. Look at that. That's right. This is Mr. Luther Vandross. Mr. Luther Vandross. Oh, he knew how to dress, too, and dress the women that worked for him. I love those backup singers. Those gowns were cute. Oh, where are those gowns at now, I wonder? I could probably fit into one or two of those. That's Mr. Luther Vandross. Coming in next. I used to love his show, and he's passed away now. But he had a cooking show. And does anybody know who this gentleman is? He used to travel around the world eating concerning foods. He ate concerning foods, stuff that people would never eat. You know, like blood sausages and all these kind of things. And I mean, stuff that I would never eat because I'm just not that kind of girl. I don't just eat anything, if you know what I mean. That's right, this is Mr. Anthony Bourdain. Mr. Anthony Bourdain, we love him. And he was so my type too. Oh, and he's gone. We will miss him. But he had a fabulous show, a fabulous cooking show. Mr. Anthony Bourdain. Coming in next, all the way from Tootsie. Tootsie, he created the role of Tootsie. He also was in the movie with Tom Cruise, Rain Man. Does anybody know who this actor is? Anybody know who this actor is? This is him as Tootsie, and this is him as Dustin Hoffman. That's right, Mr. Dustin Hoffman. Fabulous, fabulous actor. Fabulous actor. We don't know what he's doing these days. But coming in next, Where's the Beef Lady? Anybody remember that commercial? Where's the beef? Anybody remember that commercial? Where's the beef? She was looking for the beef. That's right. This is Miss Clara Peller. She lived to be like 100 and something years old, like 102 years old, Miss Clara Peller. That's right. Where's the beef? I've said that a few times late night, if you know what I mean, when you wasted my time. Well, coming in next, this next celebrity is from RuPaul's Drag Race. Apparently, a few years ago, she got in a little bit of a tiff with the police in Miami or something. Apparently. And she's very beautiful, and we miss her. But I don't think she'll be back on RuPaul's Drag Race no time soon because she became concerning at DragCon. Apparently. Anybody know who this woman is? This is Miss Tyra Sanchez. Miss Tyra Sanchez from RuPaul's Drag Race. Apparently, she was trying to, and this is her mugshot. I'm just saying what I heard. And apparently she was trying to, interrupt DragCon last year. Not this year, last year. They had security in place this year to see if Miss Tyra showed up. But I guess she didn't. That ice cream truck wouldn't start. But anyway, that's Miss Tyra Sanchez from RuPaul's Drag Race. Coming in next, I'm Still Standing. I'm Still Standing. That's right. This is the one and only. He has an AIDS foundation that's raised lots of money for lots of people around the world that need services such as medicine and all kinds of services for HIV and AIDS. That's right. This is Mr. Elton John. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Mr. Elton John, this is him in his younger years when he used to dress so fabulous. I miss all those days, Elton, with all the feathers and the beads. Ooh. Those were the days of show business. Coming in next is one of the richest LGBT, well, apparently, richest fashion moguls in the world. And we love him because he dresses all of the fabulous celebrities and lots of beautiful socialites around the world. Anybody know who this fashion king is? Anybody know who the fashion king is? He actually made that little rhinestone dress that Tina Turner wears in her concert. I actually have one, so I might be shaking my boom boom in it one of these days for y'all, somewhere. But anyway, that's right. This is Mr. Armani, Giorgio Armani. Yes, y'all. He's very rich, like the second richest fashion designer in the world after LVMH. Well, I need to get over there. And apparently he's part of our community. I wish he liked girls like me, because I would be running right over there. Coming in next, she is part of the LGBT community, and she was on The View. She was on The View for many years. Apparently, I don't know exactly what happened, but she was on The View for years. Anybody know who this woman is? And apparently she was in the movie Flintstones. And she has amassed a fortune of $150 million. Can y'all believe that? I didn't know the Flintstones played that. I could have been in the Flintstones if I knew they paid that kind of money. $150 million fortune this woman has. That's right, this is Miss Rosie O'Donnell. We love us some Miss Rosie O'Donnell. That woman is fabulous. Oh, coming in next, slave to the rhythm. Slave to the rhythm. This woman is fabulous. She really is. She's been a staple in the gay community for many, many years and decades, and we love her. She's now on tour. I just wish they would put a little bit more clothes on her now that she's 74, 75 years old. Grace, you need a few more clothes. Oh, I already gave it away. That's right. This is Miss Grace Jones. Miss Grace Jones, the woman that needs to put some clothes on now that she is 75 years old. But we love her in the earlier years when she was half naked and fabulous at the Copa. I saw you twice. At the Copa, you were fabulous up there, girl. Miss Grace Jones, you were fabulous. But now that you're 75, come on, Grace. Put a little bit more clothes on. You can't do what you did at 45 at 75. You can't do that, Grace Jones. That's right, this is Miss Grace Jones, Slave to the Rhythm. She was also in the movie with Eddie Murphy, Boomerang. She was in Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. You don't want none of this. I'm sure y'all remember that. That was hilarious. Oh my goodness. And I'm sure Eddie Murphy didn't know what to do with Grace Jones. Coming in next is Mr. CNN himself. And he is fabulous. And he's part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community. And he has a baby. I said this before. He's part of the Vanderbilt fortune. Part of the Vanderbilt fortune. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? That's right. This is Mr. Let me look at his picture. Anderson Cooper. Yes, how could I forget that? I've been wanting to, talk to him for many years. If he liked girls like me, I would be over there helping him reading them teleprompters at CNN. And I know how to take care of children there, Mr. Anderson Cooper, if you like girls like me. If you know what I mean. Anderson Cooper, a girl with a little something extra there, Mr. Anderson Cooper, Mr. CNN. He's a real cutie. And I saw him with his shirt off, girl. Oh, Lord have mercy. But anyway, I'm not going to get hot up in here right now. This next woman had a song out called Boogie Woogie Woogie Dancing Machine. And she was just here in Toronto for Pride Week. Anybody remember this woman? Anybody remember this woman? Boogie Woogie 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 Dance Machines. Late 70s and 80s. That's right, this is Miss Claudia Berry. Miss Claudia Berry. That's how she sings now. I don't know what was going on, but we love you, Miss Claudia Berry, but yeah. That one-hit wonder, I don't think the young children knew what to do with you, Miss Claudia Berry, but you were fabulous anyway. I loved it because I'm old school, so I appreciated your attempt to try to get it out. But anyway, coming up next, a fabulous soprano. A fabulous soprano. She is just fabulous, and I love her. This is the one and only. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this fabulous soprano is? That's right, this is Miss Jessie Norman. Miss Jessie Norman, Miss Opera Queen herself. The Opera Queen herself. Miss Jessie Norman, darling. Miss Jessie Norman. We love her some Miss Jessie Norman. She is just so fabulous. And she, oh my God, I don't know how they do all that scaling. Ooh, I can try. I'll try to do anything. As long as it pays, I'm going to try to do it. I'll give Miss Jessie Norman a run for her money, if you know what I mean. Coming in next, Mr. Aerobics himself. He just passed away and we miss him. And he was part of our community. Apparently, on his off time, he used to cross-dress. Apparently, I didn't never see him do that, but apparently he used to do that. But we miss him, and he just passed away a few weeks ago, and we will miss him. Does anybody recognize this celebrity? This exercise guru. Exercise guru. That's right. This is Mr. Richard Simmons. Mr. Richard Simmons from Los Angeles, California. He just passed away, and we will miss Mr. Richard Simmons. Yes, he's fabulous. Coming in next. Come a chameleon. Come and go. You come and go. All right, does anybody know who this singer is? He's fabulous for Fabulous Hats. And he was really a very big voice in the 80s and 90s with a lot of his different songs and his traditional look, because he was wearing makeup before makeup was even famous with the little young children from RuPaul's Drag Race or any of the influencers. This man used to set the trend. That's right, this is Mr. Boy George. Mr. Boy George, still doing his thing today. Thank you, George. You keeping it going right on. That's the way to do it. Keep singing until you can't sing no more. That's what I say, Mr. George Culture Club. Mr. Culture Club himself, Mr. George. Boy George. Boy George. Boy George. She's telling me to slow it down. Why am I going so fast? That's because I have a show later, so I have to get myself together. I have to put a little bit more makeup on and be a real diva. Put the stuff on. Put it on. I got to put it on. He keep telling me to put it on. And y'all know me, I like being a natural woman. Well, anyway, coming in. This was the famous saying from the White House. I did not sleep with that woman. I did not sleep with that woman. Does anybody know who this president is? Anybody know who this ex-president is? Former president. Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is? That's right. This is Mr. Bill Clinton. And apparently he had one of those extramarital, I don't know, but this is apparently, and this is what I heard. I heard this from the White House. I don't know. This is just apparently. Apparently there was something going on by the Eagle under the desk. Yeah, there was I don't know what was actually happening, but something was going on there. But apparently he says he did not sleep with that woman. And I believe him. Yes, I do. I really do. I believe him. That's right. This is Mr. Bill Clinton. I believe him. Okay, coming in next. Cher. Cher has a fabulous, she had a daughter. Now her daughter identifies as he. So we're going to talk about him. So does anybody know who Cher's son is? Does anybody know who Cher's son is? Anybody know who Cher's son is? Anybody know who Cher's son is? That's right. Used to be Chastity, now it's Chaz. Chaz Bono has a fabulous book out now. A fabulous bestseller on the New York's bestseller list, Mr. Chaz Bono. That's right, this is Cher's son, Chaz. If y'all didn't know that, he's fabulous, fabulous. I love listening to him when he's reading a little bit of his book. Coming in next, Mr. Airplane himself. This gentleman has a 747 parked in his yard. In his yard, he has a 747. Why couldn't I have met all these rich men back then that got all these cars and all these airplanes in their yard? Ooh. and how did I pass up? Just so many of them. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is and this woman is? This is Edna Turnbull, and this is Mr. John Travolta. This is him in drag. This is John Travolta in full bloom, y'all. John Travolta is Edna Turnbull. John Travolta. He's still good looking to this day. He shaved his hair off, and now I think he's, apparently he's, That's what I heard. I wish he would come over here with some of that money in that 747, if you know what I mean. I need a 747 parked in my yard all the time, if you know what I mean. She told me to stop being so ridiculous. That's Mr. John Travolta, and him in drag is Edna Turnbull. Coming in next was the creator of The View. The creator of The View. And we loved her. We miss her. She's 80, 90 or something years old now, but she's the creator of The View. And she was also on a show called 2020 with Hugh Downs, and we love her. I used to watch that show all the time with my parents, and God rest their soul, and I miss them. But this is Miss Barbara Walters. Miss Barbara Walters, that's right. She shook up daytime television with The View. That's right. This is Miss Barbara Walters. We love us some Miss Barbara Walters, y'all. Coming in next, he was on a show called Family Matters. And we don't know if he's working these days, but I think he's probably trying to do something. He was on a show called Family Matters. Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this actor is? Anybody know who this actor is? That's right, this is Mr. Jaleel White. Mr. Jaleel White from Family Matters, y'all. And he's still looking good these days. I don't know. They should have probably put him in, I don't know why Martin and Will Smith didn't put him in the new Bad Boys. He would have been good in that because he looked kind of butch here, y'all. Oh, don't he look butch? Not over here, because he used to wear dresses when he was doing this character. So I don't think they want that on Rush Hour. Oh, excuse me. Oh, coming in right now is Mr. Shake Your Boom Boom. Shake Your Boom Boom himself. That's right. He's a Latin heartthrob. He had a boyfriend, and now he has 2 kids, and he's living in Miami and living the life, living on the water, Los Olas Boulevard, somewhere over there, in one of the mansions over there. Hopefully I'll get to see him one day in Miami performing. I'd really like to see Ricky Martin in concert. I've never seen him in concert. I've seen everybody else. I need to see Mr. Ricky Martin shake that thing, if you know what I mean. This is Mr. Ricky Martin, y'all. Shake your boom boom, shake your boom boom. If you out there, Ricky, and you're looking for a girlfriend, I'm ready to go anytime now. Just bring me on down now. But make sure I have some side money, just in case you decide you don't want me no more. I already have my condo paid for and I have a little cash in the bank. I'll be all right, okay? Coming in now, right now, he created the Madea franchise. The Madea franchise. And he has a real studio now. And the great thing about it is that he didn't forget about the black celebrities that made a real impact on his life and many other people around the world. And he thought about the black community. And that's something that's very important these days because we want our voices heard too. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? And who this upset grandmother is? Mother, sister. Yeah, sister. This is Tyler Perry, and this is his character, Madea. You do not want to be messing with Miss Madea, because Miss Madea takes care of Tyler Perry, if you know what I mean. All the way from the ATL. That's Mr. Tyler Perry on the Madea series. Coming in next, Let me just have a little water here real quick. She keep telling me to slow down. Coming in next is from The Birdcage with Robin Williams. This actor was with Robin Williams in The Birdcage. And anybody know who this actor is? Anybody know who this actor is? Anybody know who this actor is? He was in The Birdcage with Robin Williams. That's right, this is Mr. Nathan Lane. Mr. Nathan Lane in The Birdcage. Oh, we love us. If you have not seen The Birdcage, make sure you get out and watch The Birdcage because it is hilarious. It is one of the funniest movies ever. And mainly at the end, I ain't gonna spoil it too much, when you get to see Gene Hackman in drag. Well, anyway, I ain't gonna spoil the movie for y'all because that movie was the most hilarious movie ever. Coming in now, next, he was second on late night TV because David Letterman was #1 on late night TV for a long time, and my parents loved him, and I used to watch him all the time. But this gentleman here was second king on late night television, and he has 110 vintage cars. Ooh, late night television is paying all this money. Daytime television is paying all this. I need to get down to Los Angeles quick. Well, anyway, this gentleman here was second in line after David Letterman left, and then he took over late night. That's right, this is Mr. Jay Leno. Mr. Jay Leno with 110 vintage cars. Ooh, I wish I could. I like older men, Jay Leno. I like older men. If you like girls like me, I'm coming over to check them cars out. I've jumped out a lot of back seats in and out of back seat of cars, if you know what I mean. Not that way, not running, but I sort of slid out. When the girlfriend slid in the front seat, I slid out the back seat. That's it. If you like girls like me, Jay Leno, with them 110 cars, come see me. This movie was the most frightening movie ever. It was one of the most frightening movies on television ever. And it had everybody scared in the 70s. Scared in the 70s of going into the water. Do not go into the water. And you know black people, they really don't like going into the water. And we ain't going into the ocean unless we're going on a yacht. And you know black women ain't going in the water, period, because they just got their hair done and their nails done. And you know our hair, it goes back to knots in about 5 seconds. You can spend $300 to $500 and now you're mad. Standing in Jamaica, man. Anyway, what's the name of this movie? Anybody know the name of this movie? Anybody know the name of this movie? I say, this is Jaws. She's even laughing. She's even laughing. This is Jaws, y'all. Jaws. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that means that you ain't supposed to go in there. I don't know why white people always do that. You hear the sound before you even go in the water. Dun, 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 dun. You look back, but then you go in anyway. Who goes into the ocean at night? What the? Only white people would do that. I'm so sorry, white people. I had to say it because y'all are the only ones that would do that. We ain't going to do that. We already know what's going to happen. Coming in right now is Miss She's all over the internet, and she's fabulous, and we love her because she's just so sexy, and she's fabulous. She can rap too, and she's letting the girls out there know that she's coming for them. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? That's right, this is Miss WAP. Miss WAP. I don't know what WAP means. Y'all know what WAP means? I don't know quite what WAP means. You know what WAP means? I don't know what WAP means. But anyway, she's fabulous. That's right, this is Miss Cardi B. Miss Cardi B. Yes. Okay. Oh, how do you do it? Oh, there you go. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Pronoun TV and my new game show, How Smart Are You? I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back another time down the road to do another one for you live. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Take care of yourself. Stay fabulous. It's Friday night. Just have a good time. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Good night, everybody.